Yeah, okay, we're live right now.
So give it the title.
Um, the title is More Info on Daniel, the second chapter, the 40th verse, and Daniel, the seventh chapter,
In the seventh verse,
and the seventh verse.
being Rome.
This is Apostles Live Apostles of GMS Live, the after camp. That's
Yeah,
it.
so yeah, we're doing after camp. I had did a video, a couple of videos a couple of days ago, day and a half ago, you can say, dealing with the Roman Empire, and I was curious as to and I had an idea, but I wanted to see what Esau had to say about it, going back in the secular history. And this is the thing that builds your faith. You read ancient prophecy, and then you find out that it actually came to pass. That lends credence to the scriptures. Credence meaning belief, making it credible. So that's what builds up your faith, and that's what makes other guys fall off, because they they talk themselves out of believing this. They said, "Nah, that never happened. Nah, we can't be, we can't be the Israelites. You know, nah, the Most High ain't gonna come. The Lord ain't coming." So basically, in essence, they talk themselves into being atheists. Anyway, if I had mentioned to Apostle Live to, what did I say? Put in Rome and the Iron Age or something like that. And let's go to let's go to Daniel first. Let's go to Daniel again. Daniel 7 verse 7. We'll read that quick and then go to Daniel 2 verse 40.
This is Daniel 7 and 7. It says, "After this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns."
Did it mention iron in there?
Con,
Read it again.
con. "After this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth."
And it had great iron teeth. There's a weapon that the gladiators use called a trident. And the trident is like a spear, like a long stick with three shorter spears lined up on another stick. And they call that when you watch the gladiator movies. And that thing was more deadlier than the actual spear, because the spear, you can dodge the spear, but a trident, let's say you dodge a trident, it can grab your armor, it can grab your clothing, it can the guy that yields that has possession of that trident, he can pull you, bring you to the ground and kill you, Now there's a missile called the trident missile, which means 3 teeth. So it said it had great iron teeth. So what does teeth represent? Teeth represent something that you bite to devour, or it could be used as a weapon. A dog's weapon is what? Their teeth. You take a pit bull, you take the teeth from the pit bull can't do nothing to you.
That's right.
So read again that, please.
Con. It says, "After this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and
That's
strong."
the Roman Empire. And I did a video. I went to Google and I said, who took down the Babylonian Empire? And they'll tell you, either they'll tell you the Cyrus the Persian, which that wasn't so. It was the Medes. So they got their history messed up. It was Darius the Mede that put out the order to kill the king of Babylon and his lords. They didn't knock down walls and nothing like that. They did what was called a surgical strike, because they were drunk and they were full off of the king's food. So what they did a surgical strike, and the king of Babylon had a dream that his kingdom was going to die that night, and he did die that night, which shows you what, that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, right?
Okay.
Give me that. That's also in Daniel. Was that Daniel 2? I forget the exact verse.
4.
4 and
I'm
17.
sorry, Daniel 4.
4:17.
4:17. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones.
You know, I read a couple of verses above that.
Con. Verse 15. Nevertheless, leave the stump of his roots in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beasts in the grass of the earth.
Right, so what did the Most High do? The Most High, for lack of a better term, hypnotized him into being a ox. You know, in specific, was it an ox or a bull? I think it was an ox.
I believe it was an ox.
I believe it was an ox.
Yeah. Because
You know, matter of fact, read a couple of verses above that.
he eat grass.
So if he ate grass, grew nails. So the Most High, man, the Most High is so powerful. He can either do it or he can cause an angel from the right hand side or the left hand side to make you go crazy.
Yeah.
To make you think you're an animal.
Yeah, that's why the prophet said, give me any plague, but the plague of the heart.
The plague of the heart, the mind. Right?
Yeah, the plague of the mind.
And that's why Esau can't fix them motherfuckers with medication. That's why they lock him up in an institution or kill him. Because the Most High went into this man's mind and messed his head up. The Most High got Esau thinking that he's a god, man.
Yep.
And Esau ain't nothing but a piece of shit. And he's getting ready to go back to his lowest state. The mind is a powerful thing. So you got it up?
No, I don't. I mean, I could read above that, but I didn't see where it said what kind of beast it was.
I believe that. I believe the word was he compared him to an ox. He had feathers. He made him into a beast. He had feathers growing out of his back, and he had his nails grow long.
Yeah, I believe that probably was further down.
Huh? Yeah. Well, he had them walk around like a beast of the field, man. And he was eating grass. He actually thought he was a beast. That's what happens when you fucking prideful, man.
Yeah.
Make things grass as an ox.
That's the 25th verse.
Yep. You're gonna get that 12.
So it says, so verse 16, it says, let his heart be changed from man's, and let a beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men.
Read that part one more time.
Con. This matter is by the decree of the watchers.
Who are the watchers? The angels.
Con.
So the Most High don't do everything. He says he sends his angels to do things. And the scripture tell you that the angels love to do the bidding of their Father. And we are the watchers on the earth. We watch what's going on and we tell the people. We are the watchers. And when we tell you that the mark of the beast is the microchip, you better damn well believe it. Go ahead,
And the demand by the word of the holy ones.
And the demand by the word of the holy ones. So you got the Heavenly Father, you got his beloved Son, and you got the angels. Is there more to that?
To the intent that the living may know Most High rule.
That's it on that, right?
Con.
Okay, let's go back to where we left off.
Daniel 7:7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, and behold, in the horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things.
And that's a miracle. A miracle is a little horn. A miracle is just an idea. It started as 13 colonies. Then it became this great force. And that's the one of the heads as it was wounded to death. And behold, his deadly wound was healed in Revelation 13 chapter.
Yeah.
Well, that's America, NATO, and the EU. So now let's go from there to, man, read on.
Con, it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
What time were we living in? We living in that time right at the door when the Most High is going to take this kingdom down.
Con.
So this is the revived Roman Empire. This empire is going to be behind putting the chip in people, and he's going to be destroyed. Once they put that chip, once mandatory, brother, all hell is going to break loose, and you know our redemption draws nigh.
Con.
For real. Go ahead.
Whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
Right, which he came down in the ship. He's going to come down in the ship, gigantic ship, and the angels are going to come down with him. So now let's go to that's also known as the Great White Throne Judgment. Let's go to Daniel 2 verse 40.
Daniel chapter 2 verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron.
So we know that Daniel 2 and Daniel 7 are talking about the same thing, but in Daniel 7 it was talking about 4 different beasts. In Daniel, the second chapter is talking about a statue, the head of it of gold, the breast of it and shoulders of silver, and so forth, all the way down to iron and clay. So go ahead.
It says, and the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things. And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes...
That's all I want.
Okay.
That's all I want. I don't want to go into that yet. Now let's read what you brought up earlier.
All right. This is called, from study.com, the Iron Age in the Roman Empire. History and Conquest. Rome's imperial Iron Age was one of near constant warfare. In this lesson, we'll examine Rome's trends and major conquests of the Roman Empire rise to dominance. Rome's imperial Iron Age. Iron is a useful metal, and you can do a lot with it. You can make cookware, nails, agricultural tools, and other handy things. Despite this, we tend to associate iron with one application in particular: warfare.
So now go back to Daniel 2 verse 40 again.
Daniel 2 and 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
So what did the Roman Empire do to set up their empire? They declared war against those people around about it. And the reason why they became an empire is because they defeated their enemies. And what did they use? What material did they use to do it? They used iron.
Iron.
So now let's go back to the commentary.
It says there's a reason for this. The Iron Age of Europe saw the expansion of several militaries, from the Athenian Empire to the Empire of Alexander the Great. None, however, would reach the size or scale of the Roman Empire. The Roman Iron Age began long before Rome became an international empire, but it was partly thanks to iron weapons that the Roman military was so effective. Of course, it was iron in the hands of Rome's enemies that led to its downfall.
Yeah, live by the sword, die by the sword.
How's that for ironic?
That's right. That's right. So now you can clearly see why the Most High mentioned the fourth beast or the fourth kingdom. It mentioned the word iron. What he used, that was the material that Rome used with their armies, with their legions, to take down the enemies. And they had this famous legion called the Sixth Ironclad Legion. Legio Sixtus, what was it? Ferrata.
Yeah.
Ferrata, which literally means the sixth legion of the ironclad, the sixth ironclad legion, because their weapons were iron. Anybody got anything to say?
Yeah, that's where you get the term. It's ironclad,
Ironclad.
meaning
yep.
nothing can go
Yep,
through it.
Yep. That's it.